Good evening and welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we bring you an extended, in-depth breakdown of one of the most dramatic and emotionally charged Africa Cup of Nations finals ever played. A night of tension, a night of controversy, a night of history. Senegal are African champions following a gripping 1-0 victory over Morocco in a chaotic final in Rabat. A match decided by a moment of pure brilliance from Pape Gueye, whose thunderous strike in extra time silenced an entire stadium and crowned Senegal kings of African football. This is the full story of how it happened, from kickoff to the final whistle. Pre-match build-up, pressure, pride, and expectation. The build-up to this final was massive. Morocco, playing at home in Rabat, carried the hopes of an entire nation. Streets were filled hours before kickoff. Fans sang, waved flags, and believed destiny was on their side. Senegal, on the other hand, arrived with quiet confidence. Having fallen short in previous finals, the team carried the weight of unfinished business. This was not just another final. This was a chance to rewrite history. As the teams lined up in the tunnel, cameras captured nervous faces, clenched fists, and deep breaths. The national anthems echoed loudly, especially Morocco's, which was sung passionately by tens of thousands inside the stadium. The stage was set. First half, intensity from the first whistle. From the opening whistle, the match exploded into life. Morocco pressed aggressively, backed by the roar of the crowd. Senegal were immediately tested, forced to defend deep and absorb pressure. Early tackles flew in, setting the tone for a physical contest. Early chances and first controversy. In the 12th minute, a Moroccan attacker fired a long-range effort that forced Senegal's goalkeeper into a sharp save. The crowd erupted, sensing an early breakthrough. Then came the first major talking point. In the 18th minute, a Moroccan attacker went down in the box under pressure. Players appealed loudly for a penalty. The referee waved play on, but VAR intervened. The review lasted nearly 2 minutes, building tension across the stadium. Decision: no penalty. The Moroccan bench reacted angrily. Fans booed relentlessly. From that moment, the referee became the center of attention. Senegal grew into the game. Slowly, Senegal found their rhythm. Using strength and discipline, they began to win midfield battles and slow the tempo. Tactical fouls stopped Morocco's momentum, though they came at the cost of yellow cards. In the 34th minute, Morocco came heartbreakingly close. A towering header crashed against the crossbar, bouncing back into play. For a split second, the entire stadium thought the goal had arrived. Senegal survived again. The half ended 0-0, but the match already felt like it had been played for hours. Second half. Drama, VAR, and rising chaos. The second half began at a furious pace. Morocco pushed harder, committing more players forward. Senegal responded with quick counterattacks, exploiting spaces left behind. Missed chances and VAR decisions. In the 57th minute, Senegal had their best chance of the match. A low cross split Morocco's defense, but the final shot narrowly missed the target. Senegal players held their heads in disbelief. Just minutes later, Senegal appealed for a penalty after a handball incident in Morocco's box. Once again, VAR was called into action. Once again, no penalty. This decision sparked fury from Senegal's players. Arguments broke out. The referee handed out more yellow cards as tempers flared. The match loses control. As the minutes ticked on, the match descended into chaos. Hard tackles increased. Players clashed after fouls. Medical staff were constantly on the pitch. Cramp and fatigue slowed the game. The crowd became increasingly hostile. At one point, the referee was forced to pause the match due to crowd disturbances, issuing a stern warning over the stadium speakers. Despite Morocco's pressure and Senegal's counterattacks, neither side could break the deadlock. After 90 exhausting minutes, it remained 0-0. Extra time awaited. Extra time, fatigue, and fate. As extra time began, exhaustion was written on every face. Players struggled to sprint. Passes became sloppy. One mistake could decide everything. Morocco continued to attack, but Senegal looked composed, patient, and ready to strike. The defining moment. Then, in the 104th minute, football history was made. A loose clearance fell outside the Moroccan box. Pape Gueye spotted the opportunity instantly. He took one touch and unleashed a thunderous strike. The ball racketed into the top corner. Unstoppable, unstoppable, unstoppable. For a moment, the stadium fell silent. Then chaos erupted, but this time in Senegal's favor. Players sprinted across the pitch. The bench emptied. Pape Gueye dropped to his knees, overwhelmed by emotion. Senegal 1, Morocco 0. Final defensive battle. The final minutes were brutal. Morocco threw everything forward. Long balls, crosses, desperate shots. Senegal defended with their lives. In the 117th minute, a Moroccan effort forced a stunning save from Senegal's goalkeeper, who punched the ball away under immense pressure. In stoppage time, Morocco earned one final free kick near the box. The stadium rose to its feet. The ball was delivered into the area, but Senegal cleared it at the very last second. The referee checked his watch and blew the final whistle. Full time. Senegal's triumph. Players collapsed. Some cried. Others lay flat on the grass, exhausted but victorious. Senegal had done it. Against a home crowd, against controversy, against chaos. They were African champions. Pape Gueye's goal would be remembered forever, not just as a strike of brilliance, but as the moment Senegal finally claimed continental glory. Closing thoughts. This was not just a football match. It was a test of nerves, discipline, and belief. A final that had everything. A final that will be talked about for generations. If you enjoyed this extended breakdown, remember to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Where does this final rank among the greatest Afcon finals of all time? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.